Shout out to the God Turk, Supreme Clientele Radio. Diablo, SR the General, full blast the beat God. Graff Champs, yeah, Graff Champs, Graff Champs, yeah, Graff Champs. Shout out the 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 Graff Champs. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tune in to Graff Champs. We appreciate the love and support for all the Graff Camps. The most amazing and iconic artists out here smashing it from the train yards to the rooftops to the storefronts, highways catching wreck. SR the General, he be going crazy, bro, from his Instagram account, Supreme Clientele Radio. Interviewing all the icons, the ones that led the way. Salute to all the fallen legends, the ones that set the stage. Moment of silence, let us remember those. Peace. Whether they family or they were friend or foe. Hate them or love them, let's show them some respect. Major contribution in hip-hop, Graff Champs to the death. Ready and willing, never scared to fry. Never. Chancing the odds of getting up, prepared to rise. Super talented vandals, never scared to die. Let's show them love while they breathing. Go ahead and share the live, share the live. So tell a friend to go and tell a friend. Interviews are dope from the start up to the end. To the end. Let's show him love and call it glory time. Repost his post on your post, share his post up on your storyline.
Yeah, there it is. Episode number 15 of Graff Champs, the man himself, Fec, the fucking concrete and steel barbarian, baby. Yes.
What's up, my man?
Yo, first of all, I want to thank you, and all the fans of Graff Champs want to thank you for even coming on and sharing your story, bro, because at the end of every show, I ask, yo, who y'all want to see next? Who y'all want to see next? Your name comes up numerous times.
I'm chilling over here, my boy Rick, BY.
What's up, fellas?
Salute, baby. What's good, bro? Yes, sir. Yo, so Fec, man, so this is how this shit works. Like, everybody wants to know the whole history of your Graff, so we're gonna start right from the beginning, right now. What got Fec into graffiti?
Back around the 80s, around 86, I was chill with my boys out in Park Slope, and we used to just like, you know, beat popping, breakdancing, chilling fresh, dope and everything. And so one day, you know, my boys started tagging up, and I was like, yo, I gotta come up with a name. And then one day my boys like, rest in peace, Praise. He's like, yo, you chilling, man, that's in effect. So I took that name, I was like, Fec, I like that, in effect. So I cut it shorter. So I started bossing it out because it was quicker for me to get up, you know what I mean? It was faster because I couldn't write in effect, write down in effect, it was longer. So I said, you know, I'm gonna bust like a script style, Fec TFV, and boom, I just started kicking it on, and that's when I started hitting the layups. Park Slope, what was the Sunset? Brooklyn, man.
All right, but wait. Hold on. We got to slow it back because we want details. All right, what year was that you said that you came up with Fec?
It was about 85. I was just chilling and everything. Everybody started tagging up. On my way in Park Slope, I remember Bass, G.O.D., Rebel, and Ink, 76. We used to all hang out. You know, so I used to be like, you know, part of the boys. I used to just chill, smoke weed and drink. And then these guys started tagging up. So, you know, I was like, yo, I got to tag up. I got to get my name right. You know, like, I got to, you know, get my signature. And so then that's when I started getting up until these guys brought me downstairs. I knew the street facing in the layup. It was in the winter. The train was laid up in the middle, double laid up, and based in Lobo, MOD, and Mr. Arndom, they were like, yo, let's go to the layup. I was like, yo, y'all niggas going there? He's like, yeah, let's go in there. Yo, I got a key, don't worry about it, we got you. And that's the first time I started hitting the layup, going back about 86. That's when I started killing it. 86, 87, 88, into the, like, the 90s.
all right, so now it's like it's 85, 86, you starting to kill shit. Like, what was the feeling out in the street? Who was like killing shit? Like, did you look at certain niggas and be like, yo, I gotta outdo this nigga, or I want to be like this nigga? Like, who inspired you?
No, when I was to take the train back in the days, I used to see people up, and so I didn't really know a lot of them. So I was like, so I seen this guy up a lot. This guy named Rack. TVK, Fec, Net, and I was like, yeah, these guys are from Bay Ridge, so I gotta hook up with these guys if I could get up with them, because a lot of these guys with Park Slope wasn't really getting down to the layup, and so that's one day I was inside a layup, and I was just trying to start a bombing. I didn't care who's getting up or not. I knew that same guys was getting up. I gotta put my name up there, because people like the rush hours, people see that, used to go to work, people see that name up a lot with the signature. So I was like, I gotta get up. So I just, I was in the mission of myself. I took it up on my own, getting up. So I literally like influenced myself up, because I just want to get up. I want to put my name up. I want to be recognized, signature. You know what I mean? And
so going, it was dangerous. Like in the layup at the time, you go like you could get like people vamp you, take your fucking paint, all of that shit, right?
Well, back then, yeah, we used to run into beef. TFV used to have beef with MODs, and then TVK have beef with NXB. NSA have beef with other cats. And so
it's safe to say all those guys from Brooklyn were all beefing over the same yard?
Because it was like a turf. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you in my layup. What you doing over here? Go back to Bay Ridge. And then when niggas used to go up in Bay Ridge, yo, what you doing here? So niggas used to be like fighting each other in the tracks. They were hitting each other, smacking each other. We used to carry the pound sticks and basking niggas in the head, bro. It wasn't no joke.
Yeah, so do you consider yourself more of a tag bomber? Because you had a fucking tag everywhere you look. Like if you look down on the floor, you have a fucking Fec tag right there. When I was growing up, everywhere I looked, there was a Fec tag everywhere, somewhere.
Yeah, well, back then in the 80s, I was getting up all the letter lines. I didn't care about the number lines, because those number lines, you didn't have no space. Niggas were going all over each other. They were destroying each other. So I said, yo, let me stick with the letter lines, because I'll catch a little space here and there. So I was killing the BMT lines, IND lines, from all the way Coney Island, all the way down to like in Pacific. And those lines was running all over 5 boroughs, all over the city, Queens, Bronx, Staten Island, all over. So I was like, yo, what the hell? So one day I was in the A train all the way in Far Rock, and I see my name up in the letter line. I was like, yo, my name up in the A train. So I was like, yo, that's what inspired me. I was like, yo, I got to get up more often. Forget about this. My name is going to be recognized. I was in the mission, bro. I was all out. I started hitting it until like the 90s. When the 90s came to the era, the train eras, forget about it. I was like, man, I went to Plan B. I was like, how am I going to get up now?
So how was it? How was it like going from train bombing, then you have to go to street bombing? Because me, I'm a little younger, so I just missed the train era. I never got to like go to a layup and fucking do fill-ins and pieces. I never did that in my life. I wish I could do that.
Well,
you know what I mean?
But I was thinking that, once the trains came to the end of the era, the MTA back in the 90s, nobody wasn't getting up anymore. So I took it to the next level. I used to see Josh, Easy, TK, my boy, and all these guys, Trap, and all of them hitting those gates. So I was like, yo, I'm going to start hitting those gates myself now. Now I'm going to go to Plan B, Plan B, because, yo, if I don't get up in the trains no more, I'm gonna go Old City and take the train out to the streets. So I was going to Bronx, getting off. I don't care what stop, like, number lines, hitting on the street. Like, it took me one time to hit like 50 gates one night.
Yeah.
Dangerous business. I took a risk and everything, but I was all out.
Yo, that's what I love. You're one of them dudes that I put up there because I'm the same. I'm a street bomber. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a tag bomber, really. I have a throw up. I've done fill-ins, of course, but my main shit is just to catch tags. So with one of these motherfuckers right here, I could catch like 50 fucking spots, bro. And
that's what I'm talking about. That's what I was getting up a lot. Because Fec just bust out the script style, and that's it. Go to the next gate. Script style. Go to the next gate. All I was doing just looking up for the cameras, looking up for popos. This block is clear. Sometimes I had my girl walking with me. I was telling my girl, like, yo, babe, you're with me over here. Let me hold you. Look out for me. All right. I bust out a tag, and me and my girl walking like we were a couple, like we didn't know nothing was going on and everything. The snowstorm was better.
Yes, many snowstorms.
Nobody want to go out. I was the only one out there like a bum with a Henneken 50 below zero, a spray paint, a rough stove, and I was like, I'm getting up. I don't care.
So you would say the street excuse me, the street bombing is more fun than the train bombing?
They're both dangerous. Even the tracks was dangerous because no matter where you go, you gotta watch it back. You were getting raided, you didn't know who would snitch on you and everything, People was, didn't like it because they, calling up my boys. Yo, you marked this guy's neighborhood. You marked his block. Yo, what's up with y'all? Y'all got beef? I said, I don't got no beef. I was just getting up. I don't care if they're hating. I was just getting up. I don't care what they think about.
Yeah. So how did TFV come about then?
My boy Rhodes, rest in peace, TFV. We ran up. I ran up with him in the layup. It was me, Art, and some other guys. We went up. We were headed 53rd Street and layup in Sunset Park. So we went there and we started hitting the trains. So I started looking down the tunnels. I see some guys. I see black shadows. I said, yo, I don't know if those are vandals or those are riders. What's up? Let's sneak up on them. So we used to sneak up on them, going inside under the train, going to the other side of the track. We used to roll up on them, and that's when we rolled up Rhodes and a couple of TBK niggas and TFV niggas like Matt, Set, Cap, Port, a lot of TFV niggas. And so they knew that I had no beef with nobody because I was just getting up. So they heard of me. So me and Rhodes, we started kicking it. So me and Rhodes, we went to his crib, me and my boys, we went to their crib. We went to 56th Street and 6th Avenue Park and Sunset Park. We started kicking it. And that's when me and Rhodes started hanging with each other. And that's when we went bombing together and everything. And then that's when Rhodes said, yo, you mad cool. You get up a lot, though. I see you up a lot. Yo, I want you to crush TFV because that's my crew. So I want you to get down. I want you to be the leader. You don't want to put who get down or who don't get down. So I got you, Fec. Anybody got problems with you, let them come see me. So Rhodes always had my back. Always, no matter what. And so that's how I got down with TFV.
Yeah,
Those
because to see, because TFV is one of those crews that is always like, it's up there. It's one of those classic fucking crews like West Mob.
Back in the 80s, back in the days, I remember one day me and Rhodes, this guy named Flash from Queens, we went bombing inside a Leo, and Rhodes is crazy, yo. You know what he did? He used an eraser from school. They put in a pilot, and his shit messed up. You know what that crazy guy did? He took off his socks. He put his socks inside the pilot, and he started getting up the socks. That's how crazy
True, man.
was,
Old school.
Old school, yo, we didn't care. We was just getting up.
Man, go off, kid.
All right, so now
I took everything with me.
So now as you're branching out and shit and you're killing shit, it's like the early 90s. You're fucking up everywhere because now in the early 90s, this is when I'm coming up and shit. And this is when I see niggas like, just like you said, Easy, Jaws, TK, Trap, you, so many people, Astro, yeah, Saint TMR. It was a lot of people like killing shit in the I think what do you think is better, the 80s era or the 90s era, bro? Well, what do you think was better?
The ATA system was an era in the 90s. The streets always been the streets. You know, but when they started bucking all those gates and they started putting cameras, you know, like late 90s, like maybe going to 2000s, so I was like, I chilled out for a while. I did a comeback 2006. So when I did a comeback, I went all city again. I said, I'm going to go live because where I used to work at, I used to work 4 in the afternoon to midnight. So midnight was perfect night to go bombing right after work. So I used to catch the trains. It was dead. So I was like, yo, I'm taking a Rusto, a can of beer, and I'm going to hit those gates out there. And I loved them when it's raining and it's snowing because when it rains, the rain don't touch the gates. You know, so you get up on the gates, and the snowy weather is beautiful.
Yeah, bro. I used to love the freaking gates, bro. And my tag is vertical, so I could fit a fucking tag like anywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Yeah. If I had my choice, I would have bombed in the 70s. That's what I would have bombed.
My boy, right here, Rich, he used to bomb in the 70s.
No. If I had my choice, I would have bombed in the 70s. I hit in the 80s. The 70s was the time, you know, real. It was raw and wild.
Yeah. Don't forget those guys in the 70s, man. They were all getting up. I was from the 80s, you know what I mean? So, like, 80s was like a lot of people getting up on the trains. A lot, you know? And you got a lot of beef. Niggas be hating on you. Niggas be going over you. They want to take you down your reputation, trying to beat you up, trying to record you on YouTube. Try to embarrass you, yo, man. I had some niggas trying to roll up on me with a baseball bat, and his boy had a camcorder trying to get on YouTube, trying to embarrass me.
Yo, everything's a circus show these days. Like it's so fake. What do you think about the Graff these days? Like, do you see anybody like getting up like from the young generation that you like? They're repping like the way it's supposed to be.
My thing is, if you getting up, bless you, bro. Get up, do your thing. You know, don't just get up one day and then you stop and then you say, yo, yeah, I got up, yeah. I'm gonna meet you on the Graff show, and then you're gonna mark people black folks. Yeah, I'm a legend. Yeah, I got up. Yo, niggas, I never heard of you before. I'm from the 80s. I never seen you walk before. You trying to claim fame? This ain't no Barry Bonds, nigga.
Yo, that's a fact, bro. A lot of kids these days, they've been bombing for like 3 or 4 years, and they be killing shit, but they be thinking they legends, and they don't understand. You got to put in decades of work.
Back in those days, man, I used to rob those niggas, bro.
Stir up your pockets, homie.
I used to rob those niggas, bro. I used to take their paint and everything. I said, and that motherfucker snitch on me, pulling the rambles. You know how long the rambles be looking for me? I did 40 days in Rikers Island just for graffiti, bro.
Wow, son. Yo, and that's another thing. At least back in the days, at least in the late 80s, early 90s, when I was coming up, you know, we could shoot the fair one, you know, niggas, we could have a rumble, all of that shit. Now, my nigga, niggas is straight trying to shoot you and then snitch on you, too.
Yeah, they will snitch on you, bro, in a second. I was locked up with some young cat that, you know, he was getting up. So I said, yeah, I seen you up. He's like, yo, you inspired me, man. I used to see you up a lot. So I bust out a couple of tags for him This was in Queens one day. And we get rolled up. Guess what happens? When I went to the precinct, the bandit squad shows up. And he tells the young cat, yo, tell me the truth. That's Fec, right? That's Fec TFV, right? The nigga snitched on me, and they let him go. They wanted me. They want the big fish.
Damn.
They do that, right?
Oh, they want numbers, what you can give them, bro. Their real names. That's what they really want, the real names. They'll big homage to the world, bro.
Yo, the baby, the couple of days and bargains, and next, when I came out, I told my boys, yo, my man, yo, this is the nigga that snitched on me. I had my boys jumping at him, beat the shit out of him because for snitching on me, bro. I didn't ever put up my hands on him. I had people that fucked them up for me because you don't do that, bro. You don't fight on old school niggas like that, bro. We old school. Yo, we don't do that, bro. We don't get down like that, man. We punch in your face, and that's it. If I lose the fight, I'm going to do a fair one, and at the end of the day, I'm going to be like, yo, we shake hands like man. That's the way we do it, bro. This is how we respect each other, you know?
Yup, win, lose, or draw, bro. That's it. We just get it over with, my nigga.
That's it, man. That's all about, bro. You know what I mean? You know, back in the days, bro, niggas, everybody is a pump. Even their mothers build it, man. I used to get up all over. Niggas used to get up and calling my boys up. Yo, you tag up this nigga block. Why you marking him? I said, I wasn't marking nobody, man. I was just getting up, man. I don't give shit. I don't care who that is, man. My name is on the wall. My graffiti is my name.
That's a fact, bro. So let me ask you a question. Who do you have like a top 5 or top 10, like your favorite writers?
My favorite writers, I told my back in the 80s, you know, train days. You know, like niggas used to get up a lot. My boy Crook, Next, Raxor, CS, TFK, Tino, BYI, these guys. You know, I used to get up with a lot of those niggas, and they used to always get up. So I didn't really have no top 5. I really had like top 50 because I used to always see these guys up. You know what I mean? And everybody like moves up to the next level. You know, I understand they do their thing, making their money, and you know, I respect that. You know what I mean? But you know, I'm an old cat. You know, I'm all about like getting up. You know, I don't care about money. Money I got. You know what I mean? I worked my whole life. You know, much prop for the people that are making money out there. You know, better for them. But you know, I respect that. But you know what? I'm always gonna remember them because I used to see them up. You know what I mean? They were my boys. You know what I mean?
The Crook TVK, I ain't no artist. I'm a motherfucking vandal, yo.
So what about when you was like bombing? Did you ever run into any other writers and like was like, oh shit, like some big niggas and like, you know, get to chop it up with them and shit like that? Give me like a dope graffiti story.
I went to City Hall one day. City Hall layup. And you know, that's a nice layup. So I used to run up to hot crews and I used to run up to a lot of, you know, RTW like Rich, RH, you know, these niggas were big dudes, you know. And I went in there one day with my boy TK, TNR, and you know, and I think it was Jaws or Easy, one of them. And we went to City Hall, we were bombing, and we, you know, started killing it. And but then work bombs started rolling up on us. You know, I thought it was a raid, so we started running. We broke out, you know, and so like 2 days later, those guys that I seen them before, they came up to me and tried to roll up on me. So I told them, yeah, what's up? Yeah, I was in your layup. They told me about, oh, yo, you were hitting our layup. I said, yo, that's everybody's layup, man. And no matter who it is, you know, you got to get up. You know, that's the name of the game. You know what I mean? So, you know, niggas claim that this is their layup. This is their layup. Coney Island's RTW, you know, City Hall, Hot Crew, you know, everybody has their own turf. You know what I mean? And so that's why from there on, I learned my lesson. Every time I go to the layup, I always carry a paddle stick. I said, whoever roll up on me, I'm going to bash them with this paddle stick. I don't care who they are.
Well, I never got to experience that shit. Like So going on
You
city.
always gotta run into beef, bro. Always gotta run into beef. Yo, you run up to niggas, they claim that's their layup. You run into niggas telling them, yo, you went over me. Oh, yeah, so what's up? Let's shoot a fair one. That's it. You're going to shoot a fair one, that's it. You know? But, you know, that was back then. But now these days, they don't do that anymore. Niggas call their boys trying to roll up on you with posses. I got jumped with 3 cars full of white boys in Kings Highway. It was about like 50 of those niggas. I got jumped. I got hit with baseball bats, golf sticks, hockey sticks. I ended up in the hospital for 3 months.
Wow.
I had a back surgery and everything, bro. Yo, I never gave up my Graff game, bro. It's just the name of the game, man. You never give up. You gotta keep true to yourself, who you are. No matter what you go, there's always gonna be beef.
That's a fact. That's a fact, bro. If you ain't get jumped, had a Graff fight, or arrested, chased by cops, you wasn't out there writing. You just phony. You talking about it. You wasn't about it.
You didn't get raided.
You know what I mean? We used to get raided a lot. And it was crazy back then. You know what I mean? In the streets, it wasn't really a lot of raid. You know, we used to just get up in the gates and walk. You know what I mean? So that's why I got over in the streets a lot, because I used to just get up a lot, you know, and just keep walking. You know what I mean? You know,
what about throw ups? Who you think got a dope throw up? Give me like 5, or whoever you think got a dope throw up that you like.
Well, see, I was an inside killer. I wasn't really into outside training. And I used to see a lot of pieces and throw ups. You know, people used to do their thing, you know, like CS, TFK, Zoe, CAC, he did his thing. You know, a couple of guys did their thing, you know what I mean? I respect that. But I was inside a killer guy, you know what I mean? Killer machine. I used to just kill the inside. I used to just get up the inside. I didn't really, you know, some people like killing the outside. I used to kill the inside. I was really kill the inside guy, you know?
Yeah, nah, when I was little, I saw your drippy marker tags on the little spots too, on the little vertical spots by the window. Inside Chino BYI, fucking 6-pack, which goes Cousin Frank, all of that shit. Roaches, drawing the roaches on the train. I remember all that shit when I was little. We used to go to Coney Island. We was going to the beach. We was going to the pool. My mom's, you know, we're in the train everywhere. And I used to, you're one of the names, bro. You the Kid Brayer. I used to see him up in a lot of insides too. OE, I seen in a couple of insides too. OE was one of my.
Some of these guys, they like to get up the inside and the outside. You know what I mean? But you know, I didn't have time to get up on the outside and inside, because the inside trains, you know, you had to kill like 7 cars, and you know, and you want to take the time, you want to get the spots. You know what I mean? So like that killed my night. You know what I mean? I didn't have time to do outside fittings and then to clear the insides. You know, some people come one night and do outside, and come the other night and do inside. I used to just kill the inside because I used to have my train key all the time, you know. I had the skeleton key, the BNT line key, and I used to love hitting the B and the D. Those used to be my favorite ones, the BNT lines.
Wow. How you used to get your paint? You used to just straight rack your shit, right?
I used to just straight up rack. They used to sell it out in Pathmark. Yo, in the winter, I used to have my coat. I used to put 1 can here, 1 can here, 2 can here, 3 cans in the back, cover my shirt. I used to just go up, carry 1 can, and go to the cash register. Hey, how much is this? And I used to walk out with 6 cans on me.
Yo, with 6 cans, you could catch a million Fec tags everywhere, nigga. You could cover the whole shit.
I used to love the Russell. I used to go to Home Depot and rack up. But I used to play smart, because Home Depot had cameras. So I used to be like in the end where they had no cameras. I used to go all in the back, play it off when I was looking for something. And when I look up, I didn't see no camera in this lane. I used to just rack it up or go to the bathroom, rack it up, and come back out.
You never got bagged or chased
then I
racking?
started buying my cans because, it was hard for me to rack up back then, you know what I mean? So I buy, 1, 2, 3 cans of Russell's flat black. I used to just go to the scrap yard and get those fat cap, and then 1 can did damage for the whole night.
They changed the law. They lock all the paint up in New York City, so you couldn't rack no more. Everything was
You
locked
can't
up.
rack no more, man.
That's a fact, bro. I ain't even trying to, bro. I'm embarrassed. Imagine getting caught at this age for racking some cans of paint, yo. I'll be embarrassed.
I don't go racking no more, man.
Amazon, my man.
That's over for me, man. Back then, I'm talking about back then.
Yeah, for sure.
Miss me.
Now I'm like, I'll buy my cans. I would do a permission war or whatever, with my boys, my familias, the drug crew, and BFC, BNT crews, and the TFV crews, and TVK, everybody. But no more, I'm 52 years old, my dogs, you know what I mean? I don't want to be embarrassed getting locked up at my age now, you know what I mean? The judge going to look at me, and he's going to say, yo, why you don't just go to a bar and have a drink? What are you doing?
I've been there and done that shit. No more going back to prison. Miss me.
That's a fact. Yo, how did you run in with TK? How did you meet up with TK and TNR crew?
It's funny because I moved to Flatbush. When I lived in Flatbush and Church Avenue, I come and find out that TK only lived a few blocks away from me in Flatbush. And so he had called up Rose. And Rose said, yo, TK wants to meet you. I was like, oh yeah, where he's at? He's like, he lives over there by you. I was like, where? Flatbush. I was like, for real? Yo, let me get his number. So Rose gave me his number. So I called him up. I said, what's up, TK? And he said, yo, I think that you hooking up my hood now. Flatbush, he's rocking the gates. Yo, what's up? Let's meet up. I was like, yeah, man, you know me, man. Wherever I go, I gotta get my name up, So that's when I hooked up with TK, and I went to his crib, and I remember when we went to the basement, and I think I ran into Josh, Easy, and Trap. They were hitting the black books and everything. And these guys were mad cool, man. Everybody, bro. And yo, they showed me love, man. TNR crew, they're the best, bro.
Yo, that's crazy. You said Easy, Jaws, TK, and Fec all in the same spot. Yo, that's like a Mount Rushmore type shit. And Trap.
Yeah, Trap.
Easy, Jaws, Trap, Fec, and TK.
Imagine all of us going bombing together.
Those are all legendary killers, bro. That's a movie right there, nigga.
Yeah.
I had to shoot TK. He ain't no joke, son, for real.
Yeah, TK. When I first met him, yo, this dude was about like 6'5". Yo, I was like, yo, man. I had to look up. I was like, what's up, you TK? What's up, my dude? TK showed me love, man. Mad props there, man.
Yo, that's why we here. That's why I'm interviewing you, because we gotta make sure that the fans and the Graff world knows about all the work, decade after decade, that you put in, and you got to get the flowers and the recognition you deserve as of New York City king, a legend, one of the GOATs, Fec TFV. That's why we are interviewing you, bro. And we salute you for everything that you've done for the Graff movement, bro. That's a fact. And whoever,
I got over TFV a lot because I got over TFV a lot because that's what always came up in my head. I was down with other crews, but that wasn't popping my head. You know what I mean? I used to just get up the crew that I know that I'm familiar with. The one I'm down with. I was down with other crews. Much respect with everybody, but I grew up with this crew, the TFV. So I was like, fuck it, Fec TFV, Fec TFV. So I got recognized for Fec TFV. Because that's how you get recognized. What crew you've been with, who you down with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a fact. That's what it is. It's not Fec, it's Fec TFV. That's how it sounds. Fec TFV. It's not Fec, it's Fec TFV. That's what everybody says and shit. You really held that crew down. Like Like you a bet and all of them niggas? Did you bombed a lot with them? Do you have old school pictures of your shit, bro? On the inside, do you have?
I got old school on myself, but I don't have those pictures because they raided my mom's crib, vandals, and they took everything that belongs to me, everything that I had in the computer, my photos, everything, and that's what I did. 40 days in Rikers Island, man. They were looking for me, so they took everything that I had.
Damn, that's whack.
Too, man. And there's a lot of collection out there right now as we speak that a lot of people got of my shit inside the train that they don't want to even get up. They don't want to give it up. They don't want to sell it or nothing. They just like, nah, yo, this is money right here. You're not giving this up.
Damn, but you know what? Did you ever think that it will get to a point where you could capitalize off of your signature? Like you could sell sticker packs, you could do canvases, you could make T-shirts, and niggas will buy that shit like pancakes, bro.
Yeah, I could do all that. Yeah, of course. There's no big deal about that. You know what I mean? I don't care about the money. I even give them out for free. You know what I mean? Just like, yo, my man, you know?
Just give me a sec like
just give me, a shipping handling. If I could post it to you, and I just ship it out to you, like I did with my boy CD. I told him, yo, just give me a couple of bucks. If I could ship it to you, I'll send him my hat and a couple of stickers.
Yeah, CE. Yo, Crazy Eddie. He was another one when I was coming up. He was doing his thing too. Him, Alski, New. I think who you think had the better writers? The 90s? There was a lot of niggas killing shit in the 90s, bro. There was a lot of competition, especially like 93 to like the 93 all the way to like 98, 99 and shit. Like that's when like a lot of crews came out.
In the 90s, I used to see a lot of people up. There were people out there that was betting that who's up, me or J.A., Fec or J.A., Fec or J.A. They were betting, making money. But J.A. was up more because he was hitting the streets. You know, I stopped for a long time because I was working, making my money. And then when I did my comeback 2006, I went all out again. And people were like, yo, people want to know who's getting up. I said, I don't care who's getting up more, I'm just getting up for myself. I'm doing me, I'm going solo, props to the people that was getting up a lot. I don't got no problem with that. Better for them because they earned their credit, they earned their dues, I earned my dues in the 80s and the 90s and got to pass the torch to the next cat, you know what I mean?
So it's safe to say, as soon as you started writing Fec, you was taking it serious. You was like, I just need to get up. I'm killing everything.
I was taking it serious. I was in the mission. Like every other day I was off work or midnight I come out of work, I go all out. The very next, I used to go out like 5 days a week. Every night I used to come out at midnight, go straight all out. I used to get home about 2 or 3 in the morning, every day, every night. And every night, I was just getting up. People was calling me, they were giving me messages. Yo, I see you up. Yo, I see you up in this truck. I see you up here in this gate. I was like, yeah, I know. I'm in a mission. Don't bother me, bro. I'm in a mission, man. That's for me. That's what I'm all about. I'm in a mission.
Yo, bro, I think I don't care. I'm gonna be like 99, about to croak. If I have an opportunity to catch a tag, I'm gonna just catch it. I always got a can somewhere, stashed somewhere, bro. For real. Rust.
Dirt tag or something, anyway. Welcome back. Some dirt.
Lost Stone is the best because they go right on the bricks. You gotta look for the perm. You wanna get up? Be smart. Look for the perms, cement walls, bricks. Those are you gotta get the flat blacks or the shiny blacks. I use the shiny black Russells for the gates and the flat black for the bricks. And that's how I used to catch the perms. I used to look for the perms. The perm spot.
Me too. Same shit, bro.
That's how you
I like
get
to
up,
catch
man. And to this
with my
day, I
vertical.
got people calling me up and say, yo, you still up? You still up out there in the Bronx? I was like, for real?
The young cats are going crazy with these impossible spots, way up in the middle of nowhere and risking their life. That's what these new cats are doing. That shit is amazing, some of the spots that they're hitting. We never dreamed of that shit. Some of the shit these young kids are doing.
A lot of these cats don't got no respect for nobody, you know what I mean? You know, they see an old school tag and they see it, they do that bullshit throw up right over you and everything. They don't got no respect, you know what I mean? That's why, you know what? I'm not gonna waste my time anymore. I don't need to prove nothing to nobody anymore. I did my dues, that's it, you know?
Damage was done.
Damage is done.
Your name is cemented, bro. Your name is cemented. Nobody can erase history, bro. For years and years and years and years, I was always like, yo, who the fuck is Fec? That's a fact, I swear.
Yo, same here, brother. Same here. I was sitting right here. Finally down here, I'm sitting next to him, bro. He's a good
That's
dude,
funny.
He's a good cat.
That's crazy.
I used to I run into these new cats and the shows and everything. I was like, yo, that's you. I recognize that throw up. Yo, you went over me. Oh, word, yo, I didn't know that. I didn't know I went over you. I'm sorry. Get out of here.
Miss me, yo.
Yeah, and then they be like, oh, throw it. You know the rules, my nigga. You wasn't even around when the rules was made. Like, you a new jack, bro. Play your lane. Like, respect it. Yo, one time, I said this story before on Linden Boulevard. It was nighttime, and I was doing fill-ins, bro, with Stu and ZA1, bro. And I was about to bust a fucking fill-in, and I seen, like, some shit. So I put the light of the phone, and it was a faded fib tag. And I was like, oh. And if you look at the photo, I didn't even, they posted a picture of the spot. If you see it, I didn't even bust a fill-in. I just caught a tag under his tag. I'm not going to go over a fib, my nigga. Are you crazy? That shit is, that's a gem right there.
That's
You know, there's a level that you got to respect. Like, if you're going to go over a tag, if you're going to go to do a filling, cover it up, color it. Color it and don't show that tag. Cover it up, but like that, you respect that dude. Now, if you're going to do a piece over a throw up, make sure you're going to paint the whole wall and cover it up and do your thing. That's how you show respect to other cats. Don't throw up over me and you don't color me and you have to see my tag right below you. And I'm like, yo, this dude, yo, he went over me with no respect, you know?
Don't get beat up.
It could happen, boy. Real quick.
For real.
Yo.
Sick of these hands, yo. For real.
You know,
Yo,
I'm
that's
sick and
dope.
tired of these, you know, new cats running around thinking about they all getting up, they all got up and everything. But then when you run into them and you tell them, yo, what's up, what you like? And they tell you this and that, and I'm like, oh, okay, no problem. And you know, you feel like it's nothing right in the face, you know what I mean? Because you know who they are, and they went over you. But then, you know, sometimes you gotta control yourself, because sometimes it's not worth it, you know what I mean? So I got cats out there telling him, yo, you know who's that, right? Yo, that's Fec. That's Fec. You went over there. And then I see that cat coming up to me, yo, shaking my hand. Yo, I'm sorry. Yo, I'm sorry. Get out of here, bro.
Yeah, it's all fake love, bro. Just like when you go to the art shows, the Graff shows, niggas is like, oh yeah. You know, all they want is a free sticker, my nigga. That's all for their collection.
I don't really go to those Graff shows anymore, man. It be a lot of haters, bro. A lot of haters, man. You know, so to me, it's a waste of time, bro. You know, people getting out, busting out black books that I didn't even see that got up in my days. I was like, who the hell this guy is? And he's calling himself a legend. You know, this is a joke, bro. This is funny, bro.
All right, yo, Fec, I gotta put you on the spot right now, and I gotta ask you, Who is the most notorious street bomber of all time? Tell me right now. Who you think is the man? The
one I know that I got up in the street bombing back in my days in the 90s, Josh and Easy,
Real.
Josh 5 and TK, all those niggas out there. But they used to hit those gates, those the big, stupid, you know what I mean? They used to take the whole gates. They didn't leave no room for nobody.
Yeah, they killed Sir Josh 5 easy. Forget it.
And so, and I can see Sanford getting, he killed a lot of dumpsters. You know, everybody had their own spot. You know, these people were getting up a lot, you know. You know, a lot of names out there to mention, but, you know, it's like, oh, back then, you know, they were destroying everything, you know.
So now in the 2000s, when Easy made a comeback and shit, did you see that? Did you notice that? Did you get happy, excited? How did you feel? What was the reaction to that?
What was that?
When Easy made his comeback in the 2000s, like how did you feel? Was you like, oh shit? Did you see him up?
I did a comeback 2006. Then I started seeing Easy getting up again. He was getting up a lot with Spin 4. And then I was like, okay, you know, that's good. I love that. You know, I love my peeps that, you know, did their thing back then and they're doing a comeback. And I like that. You know, I like when cats, you know, do a comeback because we got to show these cats that, you know what, we still run. We didn't give up. You know, we're not, you know, we still up. We still getting up, hitting the gates and everything. And I love that, you know what I mean? I love the old school cats do a comeback, you know, show everybody, you know, these guys are back out there, you know what I mean? That's what it's all about, you know?
Yeah, definitely. What about this? What about, because the Bronx got a lot of dope writers too. Cope, fucking Scene, all of them niggas, you know? The Bronx got a lot of crazy niggas. Who you think got the better writers, Brooklyn or Bronx?
Well, I'll be honest, the Bronx got the better piecing, TAT crews, you know, Terrible Kid got a dope piece. They got nasty pieces, bro. The Bronx got the FC crew. They got good burns. You know what I mean? And the Brooklyn niggas, like the Bronx niggas like to hit the number lines. The Brooklyn niggas like to hit the letter lines. You know what I mean? So letter lines used to get up a lot, and the niggas used to do a lot of piecing and the number lines. You know what I mean? So I gotta give props to everybody that they do. They got up a lot, you know what I mean? So you gotta respect to everybody. Respect to Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens, South Islands, all over, you know what I mean? Brooklyn, because everybody, you know what I mean, is all one big family. You know, New York City, everybody gonna know who's who and who's what, and who's got down, who didn't. You know what I mean? They're gonna find out who you are, who you down with, what lines you hitting and everything, you know?
Will be exposed.
What about Ghost? Did you ever run into Ghost? Did you ever bomb with Ghost?
Who?
Ghost? Wrist Mob?
Ghost? I was being TK. We went up to this layup one day. Went by Central Park, I think 17th Street, somewhere on the east side, Central Park layup. And me and TK, Joe, are gonna run into these guys. They meeting me down there. I was like, who? Ghost and Van. I was like, okay, cool. So I went bombing with them one night, Ghost and Van. And Van got up a lot and Ghost got up a lot in those trains. And they used to do a lot of outsides. And so I got a rich crew. They cool cats.
So Wrist Mob has a lot of heavy hitters.
Yeah, losing connection.
Yo,
Yeah,
yo, you hear me?
yeah.
Damn. You good? You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right, cool, cool. My bad, my bad. Yeah, because Ghost, the Wrist Mob, they have a lot of heavy hitters. They're a important crew in graffiti history in NYC.
Yeah, they got up a lot.
Yeah, the 7 line in check, yo.
They hit the number 9 a lot, the 7 line.
Sevens and plus we had a deep check, for real.
And 357 hit a lot of number lines too. The RD, PK, and all of these guys, Fear, Coast, KRT, they all got up a lot. Redline and
Yeah, those are all the classic niggas, bro. I love Vifer's throwy too. I love Vifer. I love Ghost throwy. I love Duel. Duel has a crazy throwy.
yeah, I know Vifer. I met him a few times.
Hayes, SC3, forget about it. That's one of the most hardest throws I've ever tried. Yeah, he does it.
Oh, the H.
Hey, SC3 Hayes?
Yeah.
Oh, KP and YD.
And
Yeah, that's one too.
yeah, KP. Oh my God, he had a throwy on the corner of my block since I was like 8 or 9 years old, and I loved his letters. KP, that shit was so dope, bro.
This is cool, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, classic. Yo, Cat Pro was too back in the day.
Cat,
Yeah.
Bruise too. Rest in peace,
crazy.
Bruise. He was dope.
Cat was a cat that hit pieces.
Yeah,
He was just get up.
Those throws were like pieces. Every throw that Duster ever did looked like a little mini piece. That's how good this shit was, for real. I used to watch a lot of UA shit, go to kids kill shit. Some beautiful shit, for real. Big shout out to the UA.
Yeah. All of the biggest Reese.
7, 6'9" was crazy, yo. That was guard line, yo. Love going out there.
Yo, Fec,
Get it all day.
what would you tell the young cats right now that's trying to write graffiti? Like if you could give them advice.
Well, my advice for them, if you're gonna go street bombing, the first thing you gotta look for the cameras. They got cameras all over each corner now these days. If you're gonna do it smart. Don't do it in a hot weather day. Wait for the winter. When everybody home and nobody's in the snowing day, it's good to go bombing during the winter time, hitting the gates and everything. If you're gonna get up, do your thing. Much props to you. Do your thing. But I'm gonna tell you right now, you get up and you get caught, that's on you. But you know what? I get caught, that's on me. I don't snitch on nobody. I don't turn my back or backstab nobody. I take the rap myself and I handle it like a man. That's what I learned in this rap game. Do your thing and just watch your back. And be careful who you trust. Because that dude could backstab you.
Flash. Tags that are 50 feet tall look like shit, bro. You can't unneeded attention to garbage. Over 40 extra tracks of that big giant splashy shit. I don't know what the hell they're spraying. It looks like garbage. Don't waste your time, bro, really. Nobody can read that shit, please.
Word, man. You gotta have your shit legible at least. Niggas
Exactly.
never practice. They
These big
stop,
giant
just garbage.
50-foot tags. What the fuck is that, yo? Come on, man. Really? You're just destroying shit. None of you can't read it. Come on, what is that?
Strictly scrappers.
Yeah, I saw over Philly. That shit looks bad, yo. Coming out 476, Well, what the hell is that crap, yo?
There are a lot of niggas out there that put in cartoon stickers. I'm like, who the hell is that? You're gonna recognize by that stupid cartoon? How you gonna wear signature?
Y'all loving the new stickers, though. New stickers, the die-cut shit is dope, for real. The new die-cut stickers, you know what I'm now?
Niggas is watering down, like doing all types of different shit, trying to take it to different levels that is not street bomb. You know what I'm saying? Street bombing, well, we know street bombing is, my nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what it is, that New York City is where the Graff game came up and grew up at. Same thing as hip hop, you know. What's different about hip hop get paid, Graff don't. You know what I mean? We are underground, you know what I mean? Like my jacket says, Dirty Rebels underground, drug crew, you know, because we all from the tunnels. They call us the tunnel rats. You know what I mean? We'll bite you at the you get robbed and everything, you know what I mean? And now these days, getting up in the street, you just gotta get up and walk. Don't be out there and trying to be a hero, trying to make a peace, knowing that you're taking a risk and get busted and everything. You know, a lot of people getting, a lot of days just to come to New York City.
Yeah, a lot of out of towners is taking over too, bro. Out of towners, bro. Them niggas is deep too. They come through like hurricane.
Yeah.
So, yo, Fec. So before we jump off, do you have any last words or shout outs? You want to shout out any of your peoples? Anything you want to plug? Your IG? You want people to follow you? Just start. Let it off right now, my nigga.
I just want to give a shout out to my family, the drug crew. My boy B.O. Bonds. And my boys are X-Men crew from Florida out there, Dean X-Men. My boys are BFC, BMT, CO and them, TDK, Crook and them, TNR, TK and them, old school cats. I'm glad they're doing their thing. I'm sorry, that a few of my boys didn't make it, they passed away and everything, but there's still good soldiers out there, that's still doing their thing, they still never give up, and they're still into this back game, you know what I mean? And
yes, sir. Yo, yes, sir. UK, that's my family right there. Yo, I want to thank you for coming on Graff Champs. You're one of the NYC GOATs. You know what I'm saying? We salute you.
Yo, much love, my brother. You just stay touch. You can hit me up anytime. You got my number. And peace out. Much love to everybody out there. Love y'all. Peace.
All right, one.